I'll jump in just to offer a balanced perspective on Gary's great points. I do think that ultimately he's right. The student has to take accountability not only for the choice they made to engage with a particular course or mastermind or whichever level that they chose to engage, they have to take ownership of that choice. But I do believe that there is a balanced approach. In other words, taking the student from where they are to where they want to be. And all students come as whole people, they come with their own context. And while we can't take ownership or responsibility for a person's background knowledge and prior capacities or experiences, what we can do is recognize the barriers to engagement. And I think as the person who is being paid, whether you are a K 12, my space is education. So whether you're a K 12 public school teacher who's being paid by the state through the tax dollars of the people, you're being paid. Whether you found a client and they buy into, worst case scenario, your silver tongue marketing capacity, you're getting paid. And so I think there is a responsibility on the person who's being paid to remove the barriers to engagement, because there is a real difference between what's obvious and what's familiar. A lot of us who are experts in the space are familiar in our particular lane. And there was a example, it may have been in a room that you hosted previously, Christelle, where someone spoke about a vision board. And this particular person had made vision boards and are very familiar. They know how to get their sources. They know what goes into it and how to make it effective. They're very familiar. And there's a risk there because we can easily assume that what we're familiar with is obvious to others. But what she noticed when she had this vision board activity was that she was not getting the type of engagement that she wanted. And the question that I asked is it obvious to that person? Maybe it's our responsibility as the paid person in this dynamic to reduce those barriers by taking some of those funds and providing them with the resources or providing them with the guidance or helping them along the way so that we're removing those barriers so that we can get increased engagement and increased success. So I do think that ultimately you're right, but I also think that we have to take responsibility to make sure that we're meeting them where they are and guiding them along that journey. So that's my response. Thank you.